Yeah. Hello, my people, my beautiful and handsome viewers. Welcome to my page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night. I don't carry and come again. Yeah, it is your jollof rice, your indomie. So as usual, so we're gonna serve the table. So the Tribunal Court. Yeah, the Tribunal Court, they adjourned to yesterday. That's Nigeria local time. We are on Wednesday here, 14th. But they adjourned to Tuesday. That is 13, 2023. 13 June 2023 is when they adjourned the case. That's Election Tribunal Court. So, and what take place is what we're gonna show you guys. You're gonna hear from it. And before then, so I would like to say one or two things. For those people that have been saying that they should forget about it. They have the election have passed and they have elected or selecting the president without any court something, because they are the one in the first place. They say go to court, and without no justice done, we cannot move on. Can't you guys get it? Can't you guys get it? We cannot move on. The country is in chaos because the country has been divided by the ethnic groups. So why are you saying that we should move on? Move on what? Without justice. We want justice to prevail. We want justice. That is what we are talking about. It's not about election. It's not about election. The rigging take place. We know that one for sure. But we want justice to prevail, because they are the one that have been saying that if you are not satisfied with the result, go to court. The oppositioner, the sitting power, the sitting president, they are the one, their side, they are the one that be saying that they should go to court. It is not the defendant. So now the case is in court. Why can't you let the court take its place? Why can't they do the needful? You know? Why can't you let the judge to rule on the case? You know, to satisfy the needful. So why are you jumping the gun all the time? You say, hey, they should close the matter. It's already in chaos. The country is in turmoil. The country is in turmoil, is in war. So that is what we want justice to prevail. We want justice to intervene so that the people that they are agony, the people that they are grieving, so their mind will be rest. Their mind will be rest in peace. Not that they will be saying that aftermath, they don't favor them. They don't do this. So let the court rule on. So don't intervene. Don't disturb. I mean, for you people that you have been saying that we should move on. Move on what? We need justice, because justice is only the winner, the champion. You know, it's only the one that can champion the country to move on for good. You know, we want the country, we want the land to be in peace. We don't want war. We don't want any katakata. You know, we don't want any havoc in that country. You can get it right. You can get it right, you know, if you are thinking about the right way. Don't be thinking on negative side, you know, and don't be biased, because it's favor you today, it might go against you tomorrow. That is what you should think about. Don't think about today alone. Think about tomorrow, because what goes around comes around. What goes around comes back around. It comes back to the place, you know. It goes around, and it will come back to that place. You see? So you should look at the picture. What goes around come back to the place. So that is what. Hey, don't flag me, oh. If you flag me, anybody that is flagging me there, you want serious cause. Because if I open my mouth and curse you, it will be for you forever. You will carry your curse for the rest of your life. So don't flag my show, because I'm not doing anything illegal, you know. I'm just enlightening people that they don't know their right from the wrong. I'm just teaching them, you know. I'm enlightening them. I'm giving them knowledge that they are lacking of. Because they say we should move on. Move on what? Move on what? The case is there. It's a rigging case. Assuming somebody stole my goat and he rubbed me in the head, they say I should forget it. How can I forget that one? That is a cheating, and we don't want that cheating. If I forget it easily, wouldn't that person do it again? It will have a morale. It will have a morale, you know, energy to do it again, to repeat the same mistake. So if the judges is not, if a judgment is not on court there, you know, if justice is not taking place, we will never move on. We will never move on. We are not going anywhere. You know, it's only the country, only the land that have justice that they are proceeding, you know, they are prosper. They are moving on in their own activities, you know. Because if you don't have a justice, this is what we have been talking about. I've been doing the program on justice. You know, I explain everything. I explain the definition. Can't you guys get it? You are saying we should move on. We should not talk about it. We should talk about it. Something that you action out, you talk about, you discuss, you have the dialogue, you know. That's something we achieve the negative possibility side, you know. It will achieve a good purpose. But if you just kept quiet, you kept mute, that you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to discuss about it, that's how it's gonna, everything will fade up. You know, it's me, you are just deceiving yourself, you know. You are not being true to yourself. If a friend, two friends, they are doing things together and they are not telling themselves the truth, that means they are deceiving themselves. There is a deceit in there. They don't like themselves, they don't love themselves. Until they are telling themselves the truth, nothing but the truth. If we make mistake, I tell you this is your mistake, you know. So we move on from there. But if I just ignore it, I just say, okay, it doesn't concern me. That's me, I don't love you. I don't want you to be prosper. I don't want you to move on. So this is the case. We need to tell ourselves the truth and nothing but the truth. You know, it is only truth can prevail. It is only truth can be succeed in anything. Because if you are covering your shit, you know, all the time, just sweeping the case under the carpet, you say, yeah, well, we have done it, so it has happened, so we should move on. We cannot move on like that. We are human beings, so we are born to learn. We are born to learn our mistake. If you are not ready to learn your mistake, that means you are a fool. You are going nowhere. You cannot learn. You know, we need to learn our mistakes, you know, and tell each other the mistake we do to others, you know. If you don't tell the mistake to others that you are doing mistake, you know, you should correct it next time, it shouldn't be happen again. That means you are not you are not a friend. You are not a good friend. You don't love the person. You just want the person to be mistaken and continue, you know, not to grow up. So in this case, this election case, we need justice. Justice must prevail. That is what we are asking for. We don't ask for too much. We just want the country to be growing. Because if there is no justice, a lot of sin, you know, we have mentioned it in my previous program, that a sin country, you know, there is no justice in the country will be a crime scene. The country will be totally a crime scene. Everybody will be doing all sorts of things. Their hand, you know, they are thinking of, you know, their brain is thinking, you know. They will just be doing killing, you know, stealing, armed robbery will be there. They will be carrying all sorts of weapons, killing each other, because there is no justice. But if there is a justice in there, everything will be in order. there will be rule and order. You know, everything will be regulated accordingly. So this is what we are talking. This is what we are talking about. This is what we are agitating for. That justice must prevail in that country, because there is no justice. It's a lawless country. Nigeria is a lawless country, whereby a rich person, elite people, they can get away with murder. They can get away with stealing. You know, they can get away with stealing. They are stealing by gun, stealing by biro, you know, pen, you know. Even the pen can steal more than a gun, because at the gun point you just say, oh, I need a change, you know. But the pen, you just write some billions, you know, on the paper, and you cash out. So the pen is stealing more than gun, as far as I know, as far as I can think of, you know. And I studied the whole thing in that country. You know, your former president, he have stolen a lot of money, a lot of racketeering, of which you don't know nothing about it. They just cover it up. One is that aircraft that he painted. You know, he just borrowed I don't know whether he learned it from Ethiopia. You know, Ethiopia aircraft, and he painted it to Nigeria color. Say Nigeria here. We never have any Nigeria here. That is just a scam. You know, it's a fraudulent, and the man need to go to jail. You need to be questioning. You need to be questioning. You need to be, you know, just go and get him out. You know, wherever he may be hiding now. We need to question the man. We need to question him. How did he do about this fraudulent thing that happened? You know? And there are a lot of things. If you see this man that they arrested now, me, I believe that this man, if they pressurize this guy, you know, he will sing a lot. He have a lot to sing, you know. He will mention some name. He will mention some name if they pressurize this guy, this Godwin Emefiele, the saga. You know, CB Nigeria, Central Bank Nigeria, Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele. If they pressurize this guy is going to sing a lot. He will sing more than parrot. You know, he will sing more than canary, that yellow bird. You will see more. You will see a lot, unless if they just want to sweep the whole case under the carpet as they normally do, their usual routine, you know. So there is justice we need. We can't just tell us to move on. We cannot move on anywhere. We cannot move on without justice, without seeking justice. So for you guys, people that you are being saying that we should keep silent, we should not say anything about it, we should move on. We are moving on nowhere. We are moving to nowhere unless we seek the justice. And the case now is in court. So let the court decide. Let the judgment be done. If they can prove it beyond the reasonable doubt. So let the court take its place. So don't just jump the gun. Don't be interrupting. So anyway, guys, so I will play you the video of the case, you know, that the case of yesterday. So the one lawyer, they are saying, okay, maybe it's here. Let me check this one. Okay. So the lawyer for the PDP, you know, it's a double defendants, you know, LP and Labour Party and the PDP. So they are the one that the lawyer is the one talking on this outcome of the case yesterday. So let's hear from them. So I will play it now.
We called our star witness who gave very robust evidence. And you see, in the course of his evidence, he also tendered those video clips, very important video clips, showing the INEC chairman making the commitment to Nigerians for that real-time transmission of the results by the beavers machine to the IRF. And you see, with that established, we are very, very happy with what has happened today.
You can see the evidence. This is full of evidence. So anyway, you know, another video I want to play. So permit me to play this video. So is our Pa Adebanjo. He speak on the matter a little bit. So we're gonna hear from him. He's an old man of Afenifere. He's a leader of Afenifere group. So the man talk a lot about a lot of sense, you know, because this is the kind of person we need in our society. So they don't go for all these rubbish things, this necessity they are doing, you know. So he's talking straight. So let's hear from the man.
And chieftain of the National Democratic
this is
Ayo Adebanjo, who was part of that struggle for Nigeria's democracy. Thank you so much. It's good to have you on Newsnight tonight, Pa Ayo Adebanjo.
Yeah.
Well, today, June 12, yet again, 30 years after, Nigerians still remembering the day. How much significance really does this day still hold for you, having been one of those who fought for democracy for June 12?
Well, I'm happy I've kept the struggle on, but to a person like myself, the battle is not won yet. Those who believe they have done some periphery recognition of Abiola and the struggle for June 12, they may be right. But what was the purpose? What was this fighting for? June 12 was principally a struggle for recognition of the voters to show that their vote.
Sorry guys, I have a technical issue here. Sorry. Okay.
To show that their vote do count. As the son of Abiola said, that was the first time in this country that people voted irrespective of religion or ethnicity. And mind you, I don't know how many people will remember that Afenifere didn't the Nadeco then. Prevail is not our fan. He said he doesn't belong to our party. But because he won the election, free and fair, we supported him. But Babangida us. What Babangida did for us at that time is what Mahmoud has done for us at this time. That's why I say we have not learned the lessons. To allow vote to count, let the voters' vote count. And that's why we're still in this trouble. But that's why I say the battle continues until we allow votes to count and the electorate to enjoy the fruit of their vote.
Adebanjo, thank you very much indeed for your insights tonight. The military incursion into our democratic journey slowed us down in no small measure. Talk to us about how we can refine this experience, this history, this part of our democratic history, right, to actually enjoy the dividends of democracy.
The military incursion is always an aberration. The better we forget about the military regime, the better. The military incursion is the problem we're still solving today. They put on aside what's the democratic principles of the country. No rule of law, no democracy, things are done by fiat, no respect for personality, and all that. So, but by the time they came back and said we are going back to the barracks, that was what brought Nadeko in. That we are going back to the barracks, go back to the barracks with the constitution you imposed on us. The constitution we are fighting on now is not our constitution. It is not the constitution we had at independence. The one that was endorsed by Awolowo, Azikiwe, and Sandana. That one was truncated in 1966 by the military. And we are still on it today. That was why, by the time we are going to do 1999 election, FNFL refused to take part. And Bob Salam had to convince our leader then, Senator Abraham Adesanya, to take part because they can't afford any election at that time without the Yoruba taking part. As a matter of fact, by the law of the military at that time, the Alliance for Democracy under which platform we contested the election was not qualified to be registered because you have to be registered all over the country and we haven't got the money. Salam told them, go and register Alliance for Democracy if you don't want trouble. That was why we were registered. And when we were registered, and we said, there must be a change of the constitution before we go to the election. Because we don't believe that these people will change the constitution after the military is in there. Salam is still alive. He says he's not going to wait for that. When you go back to a similar regime, you do your change of the constitution to democratic principle. Because the military constitution imposed on us was unitary, with all the diversity of religion and ethnicity in the country.
All right, sorry to cut in there very quickly. I believe you listened to President Tinubu's speech today. I wonder what impressions that left you with.
I didn't listen.
You didn't? Okay. Okay, great.
I didn't listen to a speech. Tell me.
Right. Let me just take paragraph 13, just to address the points that you made earlier, that we're still fighting for the integrity of the electoral process. He said, those who cannot endure and accept the pain of defeat in elections do not deserve the joy of victory when it is their turn to triumph. Above all, those who disagree with the outcome of the elections are taking full advantage of the constitutional provisions to seek redress. What's your understanding of that point? Is it making some kind of veiled, statement to those who are not satisfied with the outcome of the election that they say was more or less rigged?
No, what he's saying we are taking the constitutional step to go to the court and not do violence. That's what I mean. That's what I mean to do that, and that's what I mean. And that's why some of us say, until the court rule about that.
Sorry, the production is from the.
So the election is in the process.
It's from the studio.
According to the electoral law.
It's from the studio.
That if you are not satisfied with it.
Sorry, guys,
for
the disturbance.
Don't put the country into trouble. Go to the court to decide.
It will soon be clear.
Because that we decide about
the noise will soon be clear. Okay.
All right, Chief Ayoadebanjo, we will come back to you. So sorry, we apologize that we have to cut in there. We'll take a short break and return with this conversation.
From News Night.
All right, welcome back. Our guest is Chief Ayoadebanjo. We're speaking with him before we went on that break, part of Nadeko. Chief, so good to still have you there. I mean, you were in the trenches with the current president, President Bola Tinubu. Incidentally, 30 years after the whole June 12 debacle, he is president today. What do you make of that? Is it providence that set in? What are your impressions?
Well, I'm one of those who disagree, by the way, he gets there. If he gets there fair and square, I will be very happy. Because it was through me that God made him the governor of Lagos State. But I don't believe in an election that is not free and fair. That's the only problem. He's a capable young man. If not, I would have made him the governor. But the struggle of Afenifere and Adeco is that we want a good government that's acceptable to the people. We don't want any election rigged. Anything built on the wrong foundation cannot succeed. That is the problem.
That's the word right there.
We've listened to you tonight, but then we won't let you go
Can't
without
too much
asking you this. Now that we have the democracy.
Sorry, guys. Another one.
Go without asking you this. Now that we have the democracy that we have been clamoring for, perhaps the next popular call is a call for true federalism. So how then can we talk us through how we can make this democracy a true federalism?
If you listen to our own struggles from the word go, why we are supporting Peter Obi and why we are supporting the destruction of the country back to federalism, that is the only thing that can bring peace to the country. It's on that basis that people like Bola Tinubu, Shoshoba came into office. And that was why we are insisting upon that for peace and quiet, this country must be restructured back to federalism. Whatever program any problem has now, be it Obi, be it Atiku, the first thing to be done on anybody that was confirmed by the president is to restructure the country back to federalism. Notwithstanding any program you have, that will take care of the minority problem, it will take care of religious problem, it will take care of ethnicity and everything. The key thing in this country is back to federalism. And people are just pretending. I want to emphasize here, anybody say ethnicity or religion does not matter, it's deceiving yourself. Until we realize that we will solve that problem by having a federal constitution that recognizes the development of each unit on its own space, to develop at its own space, to respect your religion, your culture, and your language. You will get peace. All of that things are just fake. Yeah. And anybody say, oh, for unity,
this is what we are talking about.
United. Don't let us go to that.
This is what we've been talking about since.
We are here for restructuring, for the type of constitution is another matter. Time won't allow us for that. But I'd like to emphasize that whatever we are doing, either now or anything, the building of the country on the truly federal constitution that made every federated unit equal. No discrimination. That is the only case.
I hear that.
Right,
back to federalism, right. That is the solution to
great place to leave it. Chief Ayo Adebanjo, thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight today, and happy Democracy Day to you.
Okay, so another one. Sorry, you guys. So let me play you another video. Another video is right here. You know, we are talking about how to, the whole ethnic groups, how to govern themselves by themselves, you know. It's a simple matter because the people that they hear each other, you know, their culture is the same. Their behavior is the same, you know. Their language is the same. They should govern themselves. Not that they will just mingle everything together, they will mix up everything, you know. Some people they cannot speak Hausa. Some people they cannot speak Igbo. Some people they cannot speak Yoruba. So how do we line up peace, you know, on this matter? That is what we are thinking about, that they should split that country, you know. Maybe into some group, some just, you know, some ethnic groups. I don't know how it's going to work. But let them just practice it a little bit so that we know where is the real problem, where to tackle the problem. But some people, they say you are you are this thing, you are that thing, you know. Say it's not going to good, it's going to cause trouble. Some country, they have done their own. Some country, like this Asia people, they've done their own. Even in African people, like Ethiopia people, you know. So many people, many countries like that, they split. Even Germany, East and West Germany, they split. Even in UK. So they are trying to get their own referendum. So it's everything. If you are not doing anything right, you will be going wrong direction. Totally. You will be going wrong direction unless you are doing it right. Unless you are doing it right. If you are not doing it right, it's wrong way you will be going. So we need to think right. We need to think this the possible way. Not that we'll be saying that these people, they are racist, you know, they are ethnic something begotten, you know. Because the country is too much. The population is too much to control. It's too much to control in the first place. And the problem is the white people, white supremacy people, they merge us together. They know their own benefit, you know. They know. They have already calculated everything. They have mathematics everything, that if they merge these people together, they will be able to manipulate them, you know, to cheat them out of their resources. It is our resources. Not that they love us. They don't love us. It is what is inside that soil. It is what that is the mineral resources inside that country is what they're after. It's not individual, or say because of you are human, and they are taking care of you. No, they don't love you that much. They don't love you at all. It is their plantation, you know, their plantation, their farm, that they are getting their crops. I mentioned this. I explained this many times. Say this is what they're after. They're after their own pocket, you know, their own plantation, their own farm, you know. It's just like they are making business, you know. So the profit is what they're after, you know. The profit of that crops that will be yielding for them, maybe yearly, you know, or monthly, you know. So that is what they focus on, not you, not we, that we are suffering ourselves, you know. We are killing ourselves. It is not we. So we need to get this thing right. If you don't get it right, you will be just going zigzag, you know, you'll be going wrong direction, and your brain will be spinning up, you know, in a wrong way, you know. You'll be thinking necessity. You will not be reasonable. You know, me, I know my own, I know what I'm watching, and I know what I'm, you know, going through, you know. I know what I'm going through this the marginalization of this called Nigeria, you know, because they are marginalized. Some people they are not getting their full benefit in that country. Look at how these our gullible leaders, they will be sharing huge cake, national cake, and they will be giving you crumbs. The crumbs coming out of the cake is what they are giving you. They are just slicing the big one, you know, the big cake from the national, you know. They will be cutting it off. They will be mentioning billions, trillions. But you are just hearing it. You never touch it. The millions, trillions dollar that is, you know, generating from your land, you're just hearing it. You never touch it. You'll be hoping that one day you will touch it. Unless you fight for it. Unless you fight for it. That is what we are saying. Fight for your freedom. Now. Tomorrow is too late. You will say, maybe tomorrow it might be your turn. No, it doesn't work that way. Now you fight it. When you see the trouble, you make sure you quench it, before it escalates. That's what they call a strong man. So we should do it together. We should unite. If Africa can unite, we will fight all these devilish people. These devil, what we call them, white supremacy, Westerners. Because they are the part of our problem. They are the parcel of our problem in the first place. I didn't mean they don't come to our land. We never have all this kind of atrocity, all this kind of stealing, rigging election, It never take place. But they are the one who teach us all this shit. Even fella have seen it. He said they taught us how to carry shit. We never know how to carry shit. We never know in our life. We know how to manage ourselves, how to give ourselves love, how to rub love to, we share love among us. As soon as they just came into our midst, everything scatter, everything started trouble, We started killing ourselves. So we should wise up, we should wake up. We should wake up. Please, if you find this program educative, please share it and like it. There's nothing stopping you liking it, because it's educative. We are just learning something here, something that is very dark in your side, We are sharing light. That is what we do. That is what God sent us to come and do, to share light to people so that they can see the darkness. We should go away. Darkness should go away in our life. We should not be blindfolded, because these people, they want to blindfold us. They want to be saying that you don't know nothing. You are naive. You are novice. So you should prove them wrong. Say you are not a novice. You are not a naive. You know what is going on. You know what's up. Unless you wake up. We are the one that's waking you up. We are tapping you. Wake up. It's morning. But a lot of people, they refuse to wake up because they are getting crumbs out of the national cake. They are getting crumbs, the crumbs that only ant that is the one that struggle with. So you have turned yourself to ant to be getting crunch, this little, things, little cake. So it's not balanced, It's not balanced at all. Everybody have to benefit from that country, because that is where we were born. That is where they put our head. So we need to have a full benefit. We don't need to be sidelined, because all these our politicians, they want to just be enjoying it alone. Them and their family and their relative and the people they near them. If you don't near them, if you don't know them, you don't have any favor, You don't have any favor. And some people, they say you should be going like that. No, you cannot go like that. You are a human being, I'm a human being. It is the blood running in our vein. We are not God. You are not God, I'm not God. We want to make a mistake, and once you make your mistake, you say sorry and let it go. Everything should be going, not that you will be saying that, okay, I made a mistake, so you should continue like that. No. You should never continue like that, because life is not like that. Life is not meant to be like that. We should find way to do right thing. And that is justice we are talking about. Justice is meant to be doing things right way, Because if there is no justice, everything will be going wrong direction. Will be going wrong way. You will kill somebody, you kill, and you go scot-free, and you think it's right. Your mental, your brain will be think, you are doing the right thing, and you'll be boasting on it. You'll be proud of it that you are doing right thing. and you don't know that you are doing wrong thing. You know? So it cannot be going like that. For those people that are saying that we should let this election slide away, you know, it can never be slide away. It is now that we say no. No to rigging. No to rigging. Time for democracy. You should be singing like that. Time for democracy. Time for the good governor. Time for the good country. You know, we cannot be in a sin city all the time. You know, injustice. Injustice. So we are not for that. We are for justice, and justice must prevail. You know, it is when you tell the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That is what is in the Bible. The truth shall set you free. Whenever you are ready to tell the truth, and nothing but the truth, so you have peace in your life. But if you are doing the wrong thing, and you are boasting, you are proud of it. My instinct said I should be doing bad things, you know, bad thing all the time, and I will be getting away with it. One day will be one day. Monkey go market, he will not come back. That thing I can tell you for free. Monkey go market, you will not come back, and that's the day that will be your sorrow will begin. You know, because you've been saying that you are taking it and you are happy. You know, you take another person's goat, you steal another person's goat, you rob another person's property, and you are happy with it. But you never think of the end, the happy ending, that maybe one day when you are cut off, you know. So your sorrow will begin. You know, your bad day will begin. Your judgment will begin. You never think of that. So you should be thinking of the end of the bad things, the repercussion of the bad things, the consequences of the bad things. That is what you're supposed to be thinking most. Not the good part. Say, okay, I'm getting away with murder. I'm getting away with a stealing. You know? I'm getting away with a scam, with a fraudulent. It can never be. It can never be. So we are, you know, we are fighting for freedom. I'm telling you, we are fighting for freedom, and we should get it. Because freedom is for free from God. Freedom is a free from God. This is a free word. But you can't do beyond your limit. You should know the right from the wrong. You should know the right, the total right from the wrong. So these our leaders and our elite know the right from the wrong. Know when you should do good to humanity. It is not about you. This world is not about you alone. It's not about you or your family alone. It's about your fellow, you know, fellow people, you know. So don't say that you don't know somebody. If you are rich today, think of some people that they don't have nothing to eat. They cannot boast of, you know, to boast of 3 square meal in a day. You should know how to reach out to them. You know, tender your kindness. Reach out to people. Start doing good. This is what God knows, and this is what God wants for us. So I'm just a preacher, because this what you are getting from me is for free, I know. But I will be still continue to be enlightening you guys, to be teaching you guys, to be preaching to you guys. You cannot get this from your other pastors, because they are after money. A lot of them, they are after money, after tithe and donation to enrich their pocket, just like politicians. Most of them, they are politicians because they are into politics. We know them. You know, after all said and done, they will still carry the box, say, okay, they want to contest for presidency. And they will forget the work of God. They know that only one time, just period of time, they can serve God. But when their pocket is huge, they will be thinking of devil to serve, you know. So we know them, we know them, we know them. But God is the judgment. Is the only one that stands for the truth. So anyway, guys, you know, this is all I will have for you today. You know, I'm just running out of time, you know, so I want to do other things. So I wish I can continue to be. Anyway, I will continue, not today. So this is my program. I just want to be sharing my experience, you know, in life, and what you should supposed to be, what you should supposed to do for good, you know, to others. So I'll be continue showing the videos just to enlighten you and to bring you back to yourself. Because if you never discover yourself, that who are you, that means you are still a dead cop roaming around the street, you know, just roaming around the neighbor street. So you are just like that. So in order to open your eyes, you know, just your mindset to be in a good, proper way, you know, so we will continue to be jacking you up, you know, just giving you some lyrics, you know, some truth. So anyway, so let me just stop here. So just share my program, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on YouTube, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs on Facebook. So, and if you have any comment, please drop it below. So it will be, I will appreciate it, you know, and it will be very look and advisable. So anyway, thank you so much. I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Bye.